I'm sure that many of you may have heard about the story of the young lady. I don't recall her first name, but her last name is Brown, who decided to apply glue to her hair for some cosmetic reason. And the glue that she applied to her hair was in the form of a super glue, known as one of the most strongest in that particular family. Gorilla Glue is its name. Well, anyway, this young lady, for whatever reason, applied this Gorilla Glue to her hair, and it solidified, and she couldn't get it out through many applications and maybe people and or friends trying to shampoo it out or what have you, but no go. So she had to go to the hospital. They were uncertain and did not even know how to handle this situation. What do you do to get this out of this woman's head? Well, first of all, let's understand something. Before I even say that, I'm not beating up on this woman necessarily. Relatively young, looked to be in her 20s. But there are some things that you just simply have to do when you are an adult. And one of those things is to use and exercise common sense. Pay attention to details. Read instructions. But in this particular instance, she apparently did not, or ignored those instructions. So now, let's understand that super glue is designed to permanently bond paper, plastic, wood, in some instances, and even metal. And there's a warning on super glue and crazy glue, and especially Gorilla Glue. There's no difference. The warnings are typically all uniform. They're the same. Avoid contact with the eyes and skin and clothing. It explicitly says that on every container. Always. So, now that that's out of the way, what happened with her in her case? Did she just simply not read the instructions or directions? Or just totally ignore it and think that maybe I've got this, I can handle this, I can get it out? Was not the case with her. So she incurred, and maybe still are incurring, hospital bills. So she started a GoFundMe page to help her pay for her hospital bills, from what I understand. And listening to one of the other commentators here on YouTube, he said that her original intentions were to try to raise $1,300, $1,300, to help with her hospital bills. She not only raised $1,300, $1,300, she had enough people who had empathy for her raise over $13,000, and probably beyond that now. So what's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is this: pay attention to details, read instructions, and don't take things for granted. And at the end of that, don't take advantage of people's kindness and generosity when it is indeed unwarranted. Can we do some not so wise and even stupid things? Yes, we all have done that at some point in time. But when you get to a certain age, the frequency should be a little bit less doing these types of things, making these bad decisions. I've known women, and I know women, outside of getting their plastic nails, their acrylic nails put on at the shop, and then going back to the shop and they take them off and they redo them again with some other style. I've known women use super glue on their nails. Well, ladies and gentlemen, those are fingernails. Artificial, plastic, acrylic, or what have you. Your natural nails are going to grow out, and you can usually just snap those fake nails, plastic, acrylic, or otherwise, snap them off. But we're talking about your scalp, and you putting a super glue, namely Gorilla Glue, in your hair? Come on. And then you're going to start a GoFundMe campaign to pay for your hospital bills. And out of the kindness of people's hearts, their generosity, you make all of this money. Now I'm going to say this. I honestly don't believe that the amount of money that she received in the fundraising effort is going towards her hospital bills. I'm sure she's going to cash out, take advantage of that, and do other things leisurely, recreationally with that money. And then, from my understanding, she is suing the company, Gorilla Glue Company. They did issue a statement, and I saw a little blurb of it, basically saying that they're sorry for what happened to her and that she actually had that bad experience. They showed that empathy by way of letter. I think they had no choice other than do that because it got a lot of recognition. It went viral on the internet. An act of stupidity went viral, and she made some money from it. But to sue the company as if they are at fault for a choice that you made using their product against the rules, instructions, and directions on the product, which were clearly labeled, that's wrong. That's not a good thing. You made the mistake from your choice that you made. No one should pay you for that. Period. End of conversation. Now, those that know me, even if you're just new to this channel and just browsing, perusing through, I have a campaign to raise money for my current business that's suffering from the COVID-19. And I have a physical brick and mortar business that's suffering. I started a campaign to raise money for that. That's different than you going out and buying some permanent glue and putting it in your hair for some artificial cosmetic purpose, and then not reading instructions, and now you're starting a campaign to raise money to undo, or attempt to undo, that is, what you've done because of your lack of responsibility. That was all I really had to say. I wish her well, Miss Brown, but I think it's unfortunate that people take advantage of other people's kindness for the wrong reasons. And if you're still here and you're listening to me, someone who does legitimately need some assistance, and people like me, and I'm not begging, I don't do that, but if you do care to donate, I have some factual information. You'll see my plight as a business owner in the comment section below, you'll see the documentaries that have been done on my business and my struggle with my business as being legitimate. That was all I had to say, and I would like to know what your thoughts are on this woman putting a clearly labeled product that could cause damage to skin in her hair and having other people to pay for it. That was it. That was all, and I look forward to it. You take care. So long.